But yeah, no, Scotty takes his backpack off and he starts getting a couple of climbing gear out. Like he puts a strap on his like waist and everything like that, and he's got like a stick and like a rope. He's like, all right, we got a little bit of climbing to do. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it really easy for y'all. Who would like to help me do this? I need a belayer.
There's just shutter sounds as Ezra's taking a ton of I'll panorama shots.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I need your big strong muscles, chat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a rope, go down, and then you can all just kind of climb it on the way down. It should be good. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's bully each other all day.
I'm gonna bully the shit out of you, Chad. He puts he kind of like hammers in like kind of a rope, and he kind of loops it over a tree branch, and then just kind of throws it down, so that it goes down the cliff. I want to say the cliff is maybe about 20, let's say maybe 15 feet down, like deep enough that you would have to climb it to get out and everything like that, but like not so deep that if you fell you would die or anything. You might hurt yourself, but you won't die if you fall from that height. And yeah, he starts climbing down and everything like that. Seemingly has no trouble because he's done this a million times. It seems he's quite the climber. And he gets to the bottom and he kind of dusts himself off a little bit. He's like, "All right, everybody, come on down." And you see Brad immediately. He's just like, "Hell yeah!" And he gets on it and he starts going down. And Frankie is immediately after him. And Annie is pressed firmly against Bernard's side.
I'll put the camera back into the camera bag. So there's no way in hell that's getting bonked up. And I'll pull out. I have a harness also as well because I do rock climbing every once in a while. And I'll just like look over to Ozzy and say, "You good with this?" You're not good with this.
I'm good with everything. It's just that seems like a good place for me to die, honestly. It seems like the prime opportunity right there.
I'm going to pull out of my bag a second harness and hand it to Ozzy. Because I fucking knew you weren't prepared for this.
Thank you.
That one chafes a little bit, just so you know.
Oh, so you gave me the chafing one. Thank you. Does it also have lice or anything? Any other things that I need to be worried about? Or?
I'm sure you'll find out. And I'm going to put the bag on, put my other bag on, clip myself in, and start going down.
Alrighty, I want you to give me an athletics check. So this is a general ability, so I need you to roll for it. I am not going to tell you what the threshold is.
Well, unfortunately, athletics isn't a lot. I got a 6.
Yeah, you did it. So, yeah, seemingly no problem. Ezra gets down the rope.
As Ezra is going down, I lean over to Bernard, not actually noticing Annie. And I
lean over Annie.
Yeah. You know they make these ropes only to be used a couple of times. And then I went back. And then I go next.
Give me a general athletics check. Oh,
5.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You get down with ease. You make it look stylish. It's like one of those animes you watch. Is Steve an anime guy?
Not that he would ever admit to.
That's what he won't admit to.
Is Ezra the only public nerd here?
I don't know. Is Bernard a nerd?
Not like, I think, not really nerdy, I wouldn't say, no.
Wow.
Chad, did it look really cool when Steve went down?
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's like one of those animes you watch. Don't worry, Brad and Frankie are long down there.
You did like a superhero landing at the bottom. I saw it.
The 3-point landing. Awesome. Who's next?
I'm left.
I'm waiting at the bottom, by the way, for Ozzy, because I'm not that much of an ass.
Yeah. Ozzy is double, triple checking all the buckles and everything, and will try very shakily to go down.
Alrighty, give me a general athletics check.
Just lean back. It's scary, but you just lean back and just use your feet a lot.
Just yelling up at you.
You got a 1?
That's bad.
So,
Less good.
you get about halfway down, and then you get nervous, I want to say, because that sounds like what you're kind of going for. Your hands get a little sweaty, and you slip. And I want to say you slip, and you feel like you're dying. I don't know if Ozzy screams. It's up to you or whatever. You hit the bottom. You hurt your butt a little bit.
I would be there to like spot and like.
Let's put it this way: Ozzy was
try to catch
basically
him.
already at the bottom when.
Oh, great.
Ozzy's-
Okay, well,
But you
I
hurt
was
your
there.
butt.
Yeah.
when you hit the bottom, and I want to say you take 1 point of health. Just 1. Not much.
Awesome.
I would reach down to help you up.
Ozzy does not take the hand. No. I think Ozzy just tries to get up real quick, dust themselves off. I got it. That was intended. Just wanted to see what it felt like. Yeah.
Just the rush of adrenaline. Amazing. I guess that leaves Bernard and Annie.
Yeah, I'll would you like me to go first? I can
I'll go first, Brett says. He just goes down. Yeah, could you go first? And if I fall, could you tell Chad to catch me?
Yeah, I think I
Or Brad? Or
No,
Frankie?
I think it'll be Chad. Chad's
Chad's still...
If you fall, I'll catch you. I'll be waiting.
After time. I'll head down first.
It also took me like 20 more minutes to figure out that the Annie, Are You Okay was a reference to a song, by the way.
Ah, Dave.
Hey,
Literally, I caught it, and I don't know if I made a face when I caught it, so I'm gonna have to look back at the video. Like, oh, duh. So you're
yeah,
going?
I went. Yeah.
Be careful! And he just says weird.
Yeah.
You got
give
a
me
6.
a general.
6.
Oh, you
You
already
did.
rolled it. Oh, okay, that was nice and easy. I mean, that looks so easy. Okay. I'm gonna go, Chad.
Okay.
Like, literally waits for permission from you. Okay, I'm gonna go. And then
I mean, they're all waiting outside.
they're gonna. I'm going to roll for Annie. What did I get? Oh no! That's a 1.
Yep.
Annie
Nice.
screams and screams until she twirls the whole time. And is somebody gonna catch her?
I mean, I'll catch her.
Oh, you're
They're waiting.
Are you at the bottom or the top? You didn't roll yet. You're at the top.
I didn't roll, but a belay is usually somebody
True.
counterbalancing the weight. So,
Yeah. Give me an athletics check really quick.
oh no.
Yeah. No, I want to say that's enough. Remember the numbers in my head. Yeah, you like, and she goes, ah! And she just kind of like hangs there like, she just slowly lowers and just kind of lays on her back as she gets like lowered onto the ground. That is so scary.
Chad gotcha. You don't need to where Chad had it.
Stella and Cameron are talking about who should go first. And it looks like it turns into a little bit of an argument. But then Cameron goes first.
I think you see Ozzy just shaking their head, and if Stella like looks over and makes eye contact with Ozzy, they just mouth dump him. Leave it at that.
You'd have to leave it from to the bottom. Cameron gets to the bottom, sees Ozzy, and Cameron just goes,
Your choice.
just keeps walking forward, more into the forest and everything like that. Stella quickly follows after, which just leaves Chad behind. You see Scotty at the bottom. He's like, okay, Chad, I got you.
All right, bro, coming.
Hell yeah, bro. This is from the bottom of the cliff. Give me an athletics check. 3. You're fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, you get down. You get down.
And we have fun.
Everybody high fives you. It's just like between.
There's just so many guys just slapping each other right now.
It's between you, Brad, and Frankie, and then occasionally Scotty gets in there, and there's one with Steve. Just, yes! Everybody's at the bottom. And you belay down the 3 coolers. Like, it's almost like this, like, it feels like you're at a construction site at this point, because I don't know how you got the coolers. I guess you did that before Chad went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's nobody up there to tie the coolers down. But yeah, no, so you get everything down.
There?
Ooh. Oh, my hands hurt. But yeah, everybody's at the bottom, and you start making your way over to this house. And you get close to the house, and as a more descriptive setting, the house is sitting on a small hill in the valley. Flat grassland surround it for about a mile in a circular formation, surrounded by trees. From the outside, you can tell it's abandoned, or at least no one is currently living here on purpose. Parts of the walls and roof are missing, the paint chipped and long forgotten. The house creaks anytime the wind picks up, and nature has started reclaiming it. At one point, the house may have been a nice rural sight to behold, 2 stories with a nice veranda porch. The remains of pillars added a nice profile in the past that's gone to time now. It feels like a Bob Ross painting, a nice valley keeping this little oasis home shielded from the rest of the world. A quick look around seems to reveal that the only obvious way out of this secret little valley is by climbing back up the rock wall you descended to get here. And yeah, they start, Scotty starts dumping his stuff off of his back, and he's like, voila! Welcome home! And he starts kind of unpacking
Scotty,
everything.
how did you find this place?
Well, I was hiking, right? And I found this cave, and you know me, adventurous, so I went through the cave. When I found it, the cave was covered in stuff, right? And I had to, hack through it with a machete. And I was just like, oh, hell yeah, cave! So then I went through the cave, and I saw the cliff, and I was like, fuck yeah, we gotta go here. We gotta camp here. Party at this creepy old house. And he starts to kind of get his supplies out to set up tents and everything in the front yard.
Bro, why
Ozzy...
don't some of us sleep in the house?
I don't know.
Saying.
It's not really camping then, is it?
Camping can be done in
It's like a cabin, you know?
Okay, yeah.
It's not a cabin, it's a house. What is wrong with you? He's screwing in stuff.
I was just going inside the cabin house.
Alrighty, so...
I'm following.
Oh, okay. So, here's what you can do. Well, okay. Would anybody like to give me some sort of skill check to kind of investigate what you can of the house from the outside?
No, I want to be blind.
Just...
Investigate a procedure?
Sure. Would you like to spend a point or just raw for now?
Raw
and wriggling.
Alrighty, let me see. So what you can establish from just a quick, you kind of do a once-over, you go around the house or whatever. You notice that the main doors to the front of the building have been knocked down. Some of the walls on the left side of the house appear to be destroyed. There's a fogged-up greenhouse on the back of the house, which is pretty cool. And the garage door is open just enough that you would be able to, crawl into it if you wanted to. And that's all you really get from just kind of a once-over of the outside of the house.
So it has a garage?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no roads leading up to it?
Stop this.
Good to know.
Heckin' weird.
Does it have a mailbox?
No.
Okay.
I have no points in it, but I want to use architecture.
Okay.
I have architecture.
Okay. Well, I could do the base level, and if you want to go deeper with the architecture, you can. But the base level is, this building looks to have been built in maybe the 50s, or at least mimicking the look of a building from the 50s. Some flourishes in design suggest it was built sooner than that. Would you like to
I
look
think
deeper?
as I'm putting my stuff down, I'll just like start doing a little walk around and just kind of take it in, see if take some pictures, see if I can like really pinpoint like what era this house is from, because it's kind of giving me weird vibes.
Yep, two things you notice immediately is that sooner than the 50s, in fact, much sooner than that. In fact, you find some pretty modern looking designs. One might think, despite all appearances, this house may only be about 5 years old. And, because you're kind of looking closer, strangely enough, you find some really modern keycard door locks on the front door. These don't seem to really matter much as the doors have been knocked down, but it's an interesting detail for such an old-looking house that I guess isn't as old as it looks.
Say key cards?
Keycard door lock.
And just on some of the doors?
Well, if you were to kind of go into the house, you can see that they're more on the inside, but I'll give you more details if you go on the inside.
Can I try to get into the garage?
Absolutely. You kind of see the side of the house, and I want to say, well, Scotty's setting up tents. Let's say Annie goes with you. Annie thinks you're super interesting. So Annie kind of comes with you, and she's like, "Oh, are you gonna? What if you're gonna go in there?" And it's like kind of cropped up, like the garage door looks like, you know how a door normally opens like up to down. This one looks like it's kind of like on an angle, you know, like just like almost some of it was lifted up, but not all of it.
Like
so
it
it's
was broken or made that way?
Broken, like
Okay.
something like just kind of like, I don't know, maybe somebody forced it weird at one point or something happened or something, but it's kind of on a weird slant. And Annie's just like, "You're gonna go in the dark and scary room? Do you want my flashlight?"
Yeah, actually, that would be awesome.
Okay. And you get in there. I want to say you have to like kind of crawl to get in there, and it's really dark in there. You notice that this garage is huge. It's a very big garage. You can kind of tell from the outside that it seemed bigger than a normal garage. But this garage can easily fit maybe 12 cars inside of it. Like, it is a huge garage. The cars inside of it seem modern in age, like not terribly old. There's about 6 cars in the garage at the moment, like so modern that one of them is actually a Tesla. Like, we'll go out and just say that's how modern they can be. And they don't appear to be parked in the best way. Like, some of them are between like kind of parking spaces and stuff. And you can see that there is a door that leads deeper in the house. However, there is a lit up keycard reader locking that door, and it is currently red.
I have many questions.
Annie bumps into you behind you. Sorry, I wanted to come in too. Well, what's up?
Well, for this isn't what I was expecting to find.
Yeah, it's weird. Is that a Tesla?
It sure looks like it.
I've never seen a Tesla.
Annie, do you believe in aliens? We can cut
First
the
I had to
scene
worry
back.
about cave bears, and now I have to worry about aliens?
No, I'm just getting a funny feeling about all this. Let's get out of here.
It is a little weird, right? Okay. So you're just leaving the garage?
Are the cars all in good condition?
Why don't you give me some sort of skill check?
Roll some bones.
No, you don't have to roll, just any sort of what do you think a good investigative skill would be? I can list off a couple if you want suggestions, considering this is your first time, but...
Streetwise, because they're cars and they go on the street.
Fuck yeah, there you go! No.
Well, I guess I'm mostly just looking generally, like, are the windows broken? Are they rusted over?
I'll give you that.
you
How
call
about
that?
we go with history for that?
Sure.
So
Well,
as a
points.
base level...
History of automobiles.
Yeah, so for a base level history check, you do notice... so what was your question exactly again?
Are the cars in, like, disrepair, or
condition
are
or
they new
disrepair?
looking?
They're in a little bit of disrepair that you can kind of tell just being... if like kind of earlier I mentioned the house is a kind of like it seems older and stuff, it does feel like they are in disrepair due to age of just being there for a while. However, looking around, kind of trying to investigate the cars, you do notice that there's a bunch of skid marks on the garage floor. And if you'd like to spend a point in something, I could probably give you more information than that.
Okay, on a point I won't get back until the next day.
You would get back once you rest.
Rest, okay.
Oh, and just speaking of that, as far as resting goes, you started this adventure this morning, and I want to say the hike started at maybe around noon. I want to say by now it's like 3 p.m. Sun's still fully out. You're good. It's not dark and scary in this valley or anything like that. So it's about like midday at this point. So as far as resting goes, you're going camping, so at night potentially. Or I don't know if you want to take a midday nap or something like that, but like that's when resting would probably come up.
Yeah, I'll throw a point in from investigative procedure.
In fact, it looks like the garage door is jammed because one of the cars was trying to ram through it.
From the inside, you say?
Mm-hmm. So you see one of the cars, the front is all smashed, and there's also a dent in the garage door that kind of matches it. And the skid marks kind of also lead credence to that.
Well, this isn't weird.
I'm getting the jimmies in here. That's my thing that I say as Annie. It's my patented thing I always say whenever I get scared. I'm just gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.
One last thing I want to check before I leave.
Sure.
Looking in the cars, do they look normal on the inside? Like they've got a steering wheel and pedals and everything else? Okay.
Yeah, no. What you expect. Let's put it that way.
All right. Then I'll get out of here, too. With Annie.
Alrighty. So that was Steve's whole thing. Who else wants to do stuff?
I want to head inside.
The main hall?
Yeah, just like indoors, eventually.
Chad and the bros wanted to go in because a house, if people in the house and they left, whiskey don't go bad, bro. Maybe they left it behind.
Hell yeah! So
they're going straight to the kitchen.
So what you see when you open, or not open because they're on the floor, but you walk into the main hall, and it's a kind of an immaculate main hall. What you notice is you could get deeper into the house from here, despite what looks like immediately you can see there's more of these door locks on some of the doors. But this main hall is like, imagine, I guess you can say, if you've played Resident Evil, the Resident Evil mansion, that kind of look, where it's like a main hall with 2 stairs that lead up to a top floor. The top floor looks like it goes deeper into the house, but from the current place you're on, and this is where I'm gonna probably have to draw the map of it because the house is a little weird. It's
like a scenario where, like, the house looks small outside, and then we go inside, it's like 18 times bigger.
It looks pretty big from the outside, to be fair.
Oh, so not the size of it doesn't look off when we walk in.
No, it's kind of what you're expecting. For those that don't have the view of the map, they walk in, 2 staircases, door immediately in front of them, and then a door on their left and their right. All of them have this red key card that is powered on. Like, you can see the light is on. Like, it's kind of dark on the inside of this house, so the light from this thing is on. But yeah, that's what you see when you enter the main hall.
We're gonna go looking for the kitchen or some sort of bar area.
Alrighty, I will do that. Is there anything you'd like to do, Ezra, in the main hall, because you're also in here?
I'll drop my bags. I'll drop my bags down. I'll take my camera out because I was taking pictures and everything. But yeah, I'll go up to these. So there's 3 doors on this first floor that are, just they've got those keypads on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go over and check those out.
How would you like to check them out? I would like a skill for this. Give me a skill!
Well, I guess not like, I'm not like a tech savvy person, but just to see like, if the door has handles, if it's actually locked, or if this is just like a light or whatever.
For all intents and purposes, just a base level architecture will let you have this too. The doors themselves look innocent enough. Like, they look like normal doors, normal handles, blah blah. The part that gets weird is that the fact that there is a red key card, like light and like a key card reader, just kind of next to him, giving it a quick, like, you know, sort of check. That door is sturdy as fuck. So whatever these key cards are doing, there's probably some sort of metal on the inside of the door, making these like really, really sturdy. So kicking them down is probably not an option or anything like that. And that's what you get kind of as a quick howdy do with your architecture skill.
Okay. Yeah, just for like the sake of it, I'm not expecting anything to happen from it. It's just for the sake of it. He's just gonna, or Ezra's just gonna try to like push on the doors and pull the doors, not with any super force.
No
but just
budge at all.
No budge.
Like
no
super
budge.
sturdy.
Like magnetically sealed.
Like it feels like a bank vault sturdy. Like that's how sturdy these doors feel. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ezra will take like a couple of steps back and like look at this door and like to the room and kind of mostly to themselves will just say, huh, that's weird. And we'll walk back to the main room and we'll kind of just start meandering upstairs nonchalantly.
Alrighty. The second floor feels like it has this winding kind of balcony. Has stairs that lead down into it.
Okay, so it's like an open balcony to the library?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it looks super cool.
That's dope.
So, just to kind of explain it for the people at home who cannot see it.
They can see it.
More so for the podcast later.
Okay, that's fair.
But more so for the podcast later, there's a big balcony that they walk up to that kind of curves around in almost an S shape. That they now have access to 3 rooms on their right side, one room on their left, no.
Nope,
other way around. 1 room on their right side, 3 rooms on their left side, 2 rooms directly north of them, and then another room at the end of the hall. And that's what they see. All of these doors have red locks on them.
I don't like this.
But yeah, you can see down into the library and even access it from here.
Huh. I'm taking pictures, by the way, of like all of these like doors, like framing them nicely, but I'm taking a picture of like these doors and like this really cool look of like into like the overhead look of like into the library. Just taking pictures of, and like the people, everybody who's here, you're going to end up in shots. unless you've verbalized to me you do not want to be in a picture. That's all I do. So
that's my whole thing. With that, let's cut to either Ozzy or Bernard. What are you all doing?
Ozzy has decided, as they always do, that whatever happening in that house is not their business. So Ozzy is probably just like sitting on the front porch of the house, watching people start to get things together. Ozzy's not an outdoorsy person, as we've established, so they don't know how to put together a tent or any of that stuff. They have dictated that to Cam, actually. So.
Yeah, Cam's setting up. Stella comes and sits next to you, and she's like, "So, Evil Dead or Texas Chainsaw Massacre?"
It's probably Evil Dead. I really wish it was Texas, but it's probably Evil Dead.
There's a book in there. Just don't read it. Just burn it.
I don't read anyway, so
true. Who reads?
Not me. That's. Are you good? I saw the little show that you and Cam had earlier.
I don't know. Cam's being all weird. I don't know why. I think he just hates camping. I don't get it.
I mean, it is camping. Camping is gross, but
yeah, I agree. I don't know why we're here. But I don't know. Time to make the breast of it. That's the thing I say. No, I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know what this is freaking me out. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm no. I don't like creepy houses in the woods. I don't fuck with creepy houses in the woods. Someone suggested that we sleep in the creepy house in the woods, and I'm staying away from that person for the duration of the trip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some firm words for Scotty after this, because I don't think I'm gonna go on any of his little adventures anymore.
Yeah. Speaking of, does anyone know we're here, by the way, just in case? I'm getting a few just vibes about the situation that I don't want to share real quick.
I mean, there was a map on the email that was sent out of where we'd be and stuff. So it's like, I think people know. Like, I let people know where I was going, and I sent the email to like my parents and stuff, so they'd know. But like, yeah, I mean, I'm not worried. You think Scotty's gonna? You think this is gonna be more of a Halloween situation?
I don't want to say I wouldn't put it past Scotty, but I wouldn't put it past Scotty. So,
you really think Scotty's gonna kill us?
I think a lot of people here are capable of murder. Okay, and I'm not like saying that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, murder happens under a lot of circumstances. So, I'm just saying I'm not trying to be a victim tonight, or during this camping trip.
It's a good way to be. It's a good way to be. She kind of pats you on the back and she's like, Cam, come on. It goes like, she kind of stands up and starts to walk over to Cam to kind of like help him out and everything. And Cam's just like, Cam's being yelled at by Stella, and Cam just looks at you again, just like.
I give a small wave and just have a really big smile on my face.
He goes, it just kind of goes back to filming the thing. Bernard, what are you doing?
I'm gonna check out. Are there any rooms I can get to? I'm inside the house. Is there any rooms I can get to that aren't locked off?
So, as far as what going in from the main hall goes, no. Yeah. But there is a big hole in the left side of the outside wall that might lead to a different room that you can't access from the main hall.
I'll try going there if I can.
Okay, you're going alone?
Yeah, I just want to get away from Brett. It's my only concern right now.
Yeah, Brett's helping set up tents, and he's talking about how he does this all the time, and he's pro at it, and whatever. And yet he's barely helping because he just has to show people how good this ukulele is. And so you go it alone, and I want everybody else to take their headphones off.